All right. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to I'm gonna say Magnificent Monday. Now, last Monday was Miracle Monday, but this Monday is Magnificent Monday. Um, Before I get started, I would just like to say thank you for all my new subscribers. Thank for everyone that if you see me in public. Actually, I met some new people today. Miss Terry, I forget her name. Shout out to you today. I want to share a personal experience that I had this morning that's going to go with this class today. The class today is understanding procrastination. I'm going to say that again. Understanding procrastination. If you don't get out of the bed, and get up, get dressed, have a positive mindset, wake up in prayer. I woke up this morning, it's a new month. So this morning I woke up, and I'm just sharing my personal life with you because when you have a personal life, it reflects, your lifestyle reflects where you go. So the reason why I'm sharing this, because this will help you with procrastination. If you're in the bed, get up out the bed. If you feel sluggish, if you feel, you feel don't have no drive, try having positive thoughts or having prayer. Let me reverse that. Have prayer and have positive thoughts. As soon as you wake up, have something positive over your mind. If you don't feel that energy, positive energy, go into prayer. And this will give you momentum out the day. I'm just sharing what helps me to help you. And today I woke up and I got on my knees. Just like I was born. Y'all figure that out. And I prayed. And I say, Lord, it's a new month. What I didn't do last month, let me do this month. And this is a new season. I feel in my spirit, it's a new season. New things, new great things are about to happen for everyone that's a participator, or if just in your personal life, if you don't watch me or not. I'm just speaking life. You can do that. I had a good experience. I went out to breakfast. I sat down, had a little time, go pay my rent. And I sat down with myself and, just not even really trying to be a showboat. I was just sitting there by myself. And I guess my presentation of what I had something on my plate. And people was attracted not to me, but how I had something presented on the plate. I want to share this with you. Sometimes you have to present the way you present yourself, or the way your living environments, or the way you carry yourself when you're out and you present things, can draw people in. I learned this today, and the way I presented my plate and what I was eating, it caught their attention, and I got a new subscriber, and we had great experiences. I had a wonderful morning. I made people laugh this morning. I made people laugh. And one dude said, "Hey man, you made my day." So the reason why I'm sharing this, because when you're in procrastination, you're lazy, you're slothful, you don't have no joy, you don't have no expectation. Get up out their bed. Get up and do something. Groom, cut your hair. I cut my own hair. I know it looks pretty nice to me from here. But get up and have self-care, or get up and, be self-aware of what's going on, and understand that, life is revolving, and there's things, people, or blessings out there waiting for you. Even at my breakfast, I got a blessing. I had extra hash browns and extra bacon for free. Okay? I'm not saying that, oh yeah, Mr. Walker told me to come out to bed. I went to a restaurant and I didn't get nothing for free. I'm not saying that. But when you're in line, or when you're lined up and you're doing the things of God, you're praying to God, and you're not in procrastination, you get up, you have expectation. Okay? Not procrastination. Expectation is like, yeah, I'm looking for something good to happen. When you're procrastinating, you're sitting back and waiting for things to happen. And ain't nothing coming to you. You gotta get up and get it. Okay? So, like I was saying today, welcome to today's class, Understanding Procrastination, right? Now, I always got a Bible verse that goes with this. So we're gonna go to Proverbs 14:23. Proverbs 14:23. Proverbs 14:23 says, is that all right? 14:23. It says, I'm going to read it. It says, 14:23 says, in all labor, there is profit. That means if you get up, you go to work, you can make some money, right? It says, but idle chatter leads to poverty. So understand, let's break this down. Idle chatter. What's idle chatter? It means you just running your mouth all day. And this can lead to poverty. You could just sit around and just talk all day. And talk what? So, oh yeah, we can speak life. Okay, speak life, but God also says in His Word, excuse me, thank you, Holy Spirit, that how you please God by faith, and faith without works is dead. So, I have dealt with this in a positive manner because I was like, you know what, Lord, why I don't have this and why I don't have that? And God was like, well, are you working? Do you get up and do anything? Why you want a chest but you don't want to work out? You want a six pack but don't want to do the stomach. You want to be successful but you don't want to put in the work. That's today's society. Most women I have talked to online, or most people that's around me, they do this. Can you help me? And then when you don't help them, they make you feel bad about them. You not helping them. But you know me, I'm throwback. I get it from the mud. What's wrong with you? So I want to break this pity party of today's society. Back in our days, you know what I'm saying, when I was coming up in the early 80s, 90s, and 2000s, in the 90s, if you was on the block and you was down, we would say, hey, all right, bro, you want to make some money? And you'd be like, yeah. And we'd be like, okay, since you want to make some money, all right, work in this trap. Or here, take this package. Or, okay, girl, you know what I'm saying? You want to sell your skirt? Here go this dude. You know, it was just my lifestyle. So I'm just saying, y'all. Even on the positive too, I could be positive. Even that some dudes, some dope boys, because most of my life been about drugs. So some dope boys I have made it out the game, and they be like, bro, you ain't got to be on the block. Come and work with me. I remember one time in the 90s, all the dudes from Richmond Heights, Carver Shores, you know, the guys that was in the game, they changed their life and they started construction and brick masonry. And I remember we used to meet all on Paramore and Church Street at the Amico gas station. Shout out, that's how old throwback I am. And if you want to go to work, they'll know if you go to work. Now this is the funny thing, they'll come and you could be up there and they'll look at you like, nah, bro, you don't want to work. You ain't ready for this work. Check this out. The reason why some people might look at you and see that you're not ready is because you're not doing anything to be ready. I'm doing something to be ready for a relationship. I'm doing something to be ready for a book signing. I'm writing my books. I'm doing something to be a best motivational speaker. I'm practicing with my videos and learning and being educated, and also with my lifestyle of being living healthy. Because you can't, only way you can win, like a dude told me today at the restaurant. He said, man, I like your energy, but what's your testimony? And that's how people win. I think the Bible says that we win people over by testimony. And so a lot of times when you're just sitting around waiting on something, nothing's going to happen. So I stopped, and I used to procrastinate, y'all. I supposed to wrote books years ago. You know what I'm saying? I supposed to been off of drugs years ago. I supposed to been a healthy mindset years ago. But the reason why I didn't make it to where I'm at right now, because I was procrastinating. I put it off later. Oh, I need to start smoking weed. I start smoking next month. Or you need to start drinking. I'll start drinking next year. Might when New Year's get here, you know what I'm saying? Oh, bro, I'm gonna get off the block. Okay, yeah, bro. So when I make this quota, I'm gonna get off the block. Or man, I need a healthy relationship. Man, as soon as I get done with hitting all these chicks, that's procrastination. You know what I'm saying? And the reason why I can talk about procrastination, because procrastination is a hindrance. It's you be hindered. You're stopping yourself from being having potential. Today, I I want to get procrastination off of you. I want to let you know if you just start making steps somewhere, you will see some fruit of something. Probably a lot of people say, I don't have a job. Well, have you made a resume? Have you sat down and tried to understand how to make a resume? A lot of people say, I don't know how to read. Well, have you sat down and tried to understand or looked at something? You be on the phone all day, why not get a video and learn how to read? Or I don't see, like myself, I'm just gonna share myself. Like yesterday, I waited all day until last night to cut my hair. Now, what if I would have got on here this morning? Or what if I would have got this morning when I went and felt that great self-esteem? I went and had a good experience. Why? Because I sat around and procrastinated. Time is moving, y'all. Time is going forward. So we got to learn how to stop procrastinating. So, like I said, you can sit around and talk all day. But, you know what I'm saying? If you're not getting off your butt and making things happen, you can't have nothing. You could talk. If you're talking on that phone and you getting paid to make that check, okay, that's the only channel you can get paid for. That's it. Other than that, let's go. So, I want to share something about procrastination. Procrastination is a coping mechanism, okay? And what this do is, it's a temporary relief from anxiety, self-doubt, and the face of the fear of failure. So when you procrastinate, you don't want to look at, oh, I might have the opportunity to fail. You don't want to experience that anxiety, or you don't want to, sometimes you just don't believe that you could do it yourself. This is what keeps you in procrastination, okay? But watch this here. It said, but this emotion is a safe harbor. So a lot of people, we like to do things safe. Like we don't like to walk on faith. Some of us don't change. And I'm speaking for myself. I'm not going to be towards nobody else. I'm speaking from my experience. The reason why I never changed, because I was in that safe harbor. I was comfortable where I was at in life. I was comfortable being on drugs. I was comfortable being homeless. I was comfortable not being responsible. I was comfortable, with this toxic relationship. I was comfortable, just whatever. Yeah, that's how old stuff make me feel, y'all. I'm sorry. Talk about the past. Yeah. So, because, when you're in that safe harbor, you are in fear. Okay? You are in self-doubt. And you are in anxiety when you're in that safe harbor. Okay? This is very educational for the mind. I'm not just getting on here talking about nothing. I'm really talking. This is psychological stuff I'm speaking. Okay? I already broke it to you for the spirit, but let's move forward. That's another thing. Good tip, right? I'm just glad I just caught that. When you're on the move, don't look back. Don't look back how you messed up. Keep going. Okay? Keep moving. Okay? Don't stay stuck on that mistake. Keep moving. That was a good point. I wanted to point that out. All right. Safe harbor is to protect oneself from perceived pain, fear, or discomfort. When you walk out on faith, you might experience some pain. You might challenge some fears, okay? And you might experience some discomfort when you walk out on faith. This is why a lot of people don't walk out on faith, because they don't want to deal with the pain, fear, and discomfort. All right, also, this is the emotional self-protection to have temporary relief from a negative feelings or unknown outcome. Get that? So you have a emotional self-protection. That's why a lot of people they say, I don't want to try that. And hold on for a second.
Ring bell. Has it been quiet around here? No, still?
Ready to move.
What now?
I want to move.
Oh, you do? You think you find another place?
I've been there. I've been looking.
You've been looking? Okay.
My room stink. They gave me the water thing.
Ah, jeez.
That I've been soaking that up. They want me to pay for rent. I ain't got no kitchen, so I'm telling them I don't want to pay for it.
Yeah. All right. Hopefully you find something.
But I put on my. I need a break from just. So I got doctor's appointment coming up.
Good.
I want to talk about my NBA. At least let me go to the strip mall for an hour. Simple. Just, if I got to look for a job, I'll go job.
But you could go shopping, but you said you order everything online.
No, not no more online.
Okay. Put it on your schedule.
Hey, I'm put it on my schedule.
Yeah.
I already got doctor's appointments, stuff like that. But yeah, so
all right.
it's bad.
Yeah.
My neighbor flipped in the car.
You what?
He flipped in the car. And I just talked to him yesterday. I said, listen, sit down, be good. Quit running around, quit doing stuff. You go flip in the car.
Wow. Where at?
Right down the street. Oh,
really?
Yeah. The accident that happened right here about that is way down. It's something.
Hey.
It's something. You flipped over. I just told him, listen, sit down. Quit running around here. Be good.
Yeah, chill out.
Here you go. They stressing me out around here. Just with him. You know, I'm talking to him.
Yeah.
Hey, Mr. Walker. Why would I want to talk to you, bro? Like you hurt my feelings. You didn't even say, hey, I apologize for anything. You just want me to start. I'm not going to automatically speak back to you because I'm smart. Like I'm doing time. Like this my chill self. You know, you trying to get me more dog. You killing yourself.
Yeah, we'll talk about it tomorrow.
Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, then. See you later.
Thank you. All right. Okay. All right. I highly apologize about that. Ain't no edited clip on that. I had to handle some business, maintain some priorities. Good thing I wasn't procrastinating. All right. Let's go. So, like I was saying, when you have emotional self-protection, this protects you. It gives you that protects you and give you temporary relief from negative feelings and unknown outcome. And watch this here. And I will also say that you can't never experience anything if you're in procrastination. You can't never see what life is about. Okay, you can't never have new fulfillments. Every day is something new happen. When I wake up, I be like, boy, I don't know about y'all. When I wake up and I be ready to get up and do something. I get up and I'm ready to get out the bed and make my bed. I enjoy it. There's something about me making my bed. I don't know what it is because, I got a little bed set, got a little thing going up in here in my room, as you can see. Right. The money room, you feel me? And I get up and I like getting up, getting dressed. I like, looking in the mirror, looking at myself. I'm 47, y'all. I look like I'm in my 20s. You know what I'm saying? But you can't never. I'm not trying to be boastful or just being confident. But when you don't have procrastination, you can look at yourself. You can see yourself. You can experience you. So it's some people out there, believe it or not. It's some people out there waiting to meet you. It's some people out there that you can make their day. It's some people out there that you can change their life. There's some people out there that ready to hire you because of who you are. There's some people out there ready to just be in your presence because of who you are. A reason why they say be isolated. It's a balance today. If God's dealing with you and He raising you, fine. Other than that, get out and get up and get something. Okay. Also, I want to share with you. Physically also helps you helps you put you in procrastination. It's a lack of vitamin B12. Okay, if you're not taking your proper vitamins, I take chewable gummies. I take my vitamin. I actually have vitamin D, and I take what's it called? Pro something for your stomach. I forget. Y'all know what I'm talking about. And I'm gonna get it right, y'all. Excuse me. Probiotic. Excuse me. Right. So I take my vitamin. I take vitamin D's. I take vitamin B12, and I take probiotics. Okay. But the lack of vitamin B12 is a part of procrastination. Also, mental health, like ADHD, anxiety, and depression, causes procrastination. I want to say that. You hear that? So, not only that there's physical things, there are mental things that and spiritual. There are three aspects. You got spiritual, mental, and emotional. Okay? Spiritual, mental, and emotional. Okay? I'm trying to help you on every level till today. All right? I was reading a scripture in 2 Corinthians. Let me look it up right quick. Give me a second. Give me a second, y'all. Let the Holy Spirit give me something, okay? Give me a second. 2 Corinthians. What did 2 Corinthians 10? What is that? What did I read that at? I read it somewhere. Give me a second, y'all. I just had it. Give me a second. Cause I was just here you go, y'all. Here you go. All right, 2 Corinthians. I don't know why I brought this up, but I'm just sharing it. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4 through 6. Now, this is the spiritual. Before I get into the psychological, this is the spiritual that I want you to get a part of this class. 2 Corinthians chapter 10, verse 4 through 6. It says, for the weapons. You have weapons. Procrastination is the devil's weapon. It keeps you stuck, okay? For the weapons of our warfare, we're in a fight. If you know you have a fight with yourself when you want to do so. I want to do this, but I can't do it. That's warfare. Teaching you something. Are not carnal means he talking about fleshly, right? But mighty in God, pulling down strongholds. Addiction is a stronghold. ADHD is a stronghold. Mental health is a stronghold. Anxiety, depression, laziness. These are strongholds, y'all. Fear is a stronghold. Doubt is a stronghold. What's another one? Overwhelmness, addiction. All these are strongholds. Okay? This is what keeps us in procrastination, y'all. All right? But it says, in God, for pulling down strongholds. You have to pull down strongholds. God gives us the power. You have to have the power to pull down a stronghold. You have that power, right? It says, casting down arguments. Arguments can keep you in procrastination. You'll talk to somebody and they'll make you like, you know what, I don't even want to do it no more. You know, especially relationship, you get in a relationship and you're like, oh yeah, and you're like, I don't even want to do it no more. What you wanted to do, you don't do it. You put it off because you got into an argument. But let's go. All right. It says, casting down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God. So if God says you could do something, procrastination says you can't. Or fear says you can't. Because the Bible says you can do all things through Jesus Christ who strengthens you. I don't know why. I don't feel like I'm preaching today. But I'm teaching you something, right? But it says, watch this here. It says, casting down every argument, casting down arguments and every high thing that exalts itself against the knowledge of God, right? Bringing down every thought. Listen now. Bringing down every thought mentally, because we don't. I'm spiritually, but I'm here mentally now. Bringing down every thought to the obedience of Christ. So, what are you saying, Mr. Walker? Mr. Walker sharing with you. This is what I practice too, y'all. Okay. I have my struggles. I have my weaknesses. You feel me? And I have to say, so you can say no in your mind. You can, things that come to your mind that are not of God or are not positive, you can say no. That's you grabbing down that stronghold. All right? Grab that. Just do this. Say no. When you feel your mind say, oh, you can't do that, you can say, no, I can do it. Okay? All right? This is not what somebody else do. We're talking about it within yourself. This in your mind. Okay? It says, listen, verse 6 says, and be ready to punish all disobedience. When you're obedience, let me read that again. And being ready to punish. Don't punish yourself, punish the negative thoughts. Punish the enemy. Okay? I'm coming to you spiritually and mentally. You can punish you can punish yourself and say, you know what? No, man, I'm not going to accept that. I could do better. That's punishing. Yeah, you can punish yourself. You can do self. It's called self-discipline. Let me say this correctly. It's not punish yourself. Have some self-discipline. Okay? All right. So what? It says, and be ready to punish all disobedience when your obedience is fulfilled. You understand? So you got to get this, y'all. We got to get this. All right? This is you. You can do this, man. You can stop procrastinating. You can start putting things off if you apply what I'm teaching you today. I'm applying it. I'm applying it to my life, and it's working. It works. It works. All right. All right. So now, some of the things that I have made this this video for. Some of us have trauma, so I work with the trauma support group management, because that's what I talk about. I'm going to talk about people that have trauma, people that have been through things. I'm going to help you out as well. It says trauma plays a part in procrastination. It does. It really does. Trauma can make you lazy or have laziness. It also can stem from childhood abuse, neglect, bullying, combat experiences, and even accumulated stress of financial hardship or family conflict. Do you hear that? So if you have these things, you have trauma. A lot of people say, oh, I ain't got no trauma. You have some trauma. Especially some financial hardships. All of them been through financial hardships. All of us have been through family conflict, okay? All of us have been, probably most of us been through neglect and bullying, okay? For all the veterans out there that's watching me, I want to help you today. You know, today is Memorial Day, right? Oh, this is funny. I didn't catch that. So thank God for all the veterans that fought for us today. Actually, the dude I met today was a veteran. That's funny. Right. So, this is great, y'all. You got to get up. You never experienced. See how I'm experiencing all this stuff? This is great. Some people in combat experiences, you have trauma. So watch this here. Now that we have identified that, I'm going to break something down because I really want you to get this. A lot of us have trauma. Okay? And then I want to show you how trauma leads to procrastination. I'm going to show you how, okay? I just gave you, right now we're identifying. What I'm doing is just showing you, identifying where you have procrastination. I'm just helping you identify it, okay? Now, the reason why some people are in procrastination, I'm gonna give you one thing. It's called trigger threat response, okay? Let me say that again. Trigger threat response. Now, somebody like, what's that? Yeah, I'm gonna help you know what that is, okay? Trigger threat response is a unprocessed traumatic memories that can be triggered by certain tasks or situations, causing the brain to perceive a threat, initiating a fear response that can override rational decision making process. You got that? I don't want to read nice and slow. Sometimes I read fast. I've been watching my video. I read too fast. But I want to help you understand this. When it comes to doing something, you shut down. You're afraid. I think some of the best experiences I have been experienced in my life is doing the things that I was afraid to do. And I've been having some good experiences. Okay? So, what is Mr. Walker trying to help you understand? That, when it comes to certain tasks and situations, your brain, not you, your brain perceives a threat. And then it makes you be in fear. Okay? And then when you receive a threat and be in fear, you can't make the right decision. That's a scary person. As somebody that has PTSD, anxiety, or been through some abusive relationship. Okay, this is very important. All right. Another one that I have for you is emotional dysregulation. Emotional dysregulation can impair emotional regulation, making it difficult to manage stress and anxiety related to tasks. So if you're asked to do something, some people get emotional, like they start crying. Like, oh, I can't do this. Yeah, that's emotional dysregulation, okay? This leads to a cycle of putting things off and feeling more overwhelmed. You know how you want to start something and you don't do it? Do you feel bad for not starting it? Y'all, we got to stop that. When you start something, do it and keep doing it. You start doing 5 push-ups, do another push-up. If you start writing your book, just do 1 page a day. You don't have to write a whole book. So what I'm trying to say, even though you want to complete something in life, you don't have to do it all in 1 day. A plant, a seed, I don't know why I'm using illustration, a plant in the ground don't grow overnight. It takes time, okay? So stop putting off things and feeling overwhelmed. Stop it. I'm here to help you to say stop putting off things and feeling overwhelmed. Okay? Because when you do that, you feel more overwhelmed. All right. Another tip that I have is avoidance. Let me say that right. Avoidance. Like, no. All right. This is a coping mechanism. This what causes, somebody say, hey, bro, you need to stop smoking. That's avoidance. Hey, come over here and come to church. That's avoidance. All right. Some people want to help you out. And hey, man, come over here, let us help you out. That's called avoidance. You could be a better person. Not me. That's avoidance. I don't know how. I'm just using that to help you understand avoidance. Because when you want to do better, you tell yourself in your mind, that's avoidance. All right. Avoidance is a coping mechanism. It helps you cope, not to move forward. It helps you, keeps you in that stuff. Like that gives you a reason to be comfortable. Yeah. Quit saying Say to the. Let me say this right, y'all. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Say to the bad stuff, and start saying yes to the good stuff. That's what I did. I'm sharing this. I don't know. I done sparked the fire, y'all. Something done lit up. That's what I did. I said to the drugs, to the girls, no, to the bad past life. And look where I sit today. You can sit better where I'm sitting at. You can be better. If you are sitting in a better place. I want to share this. Thank you, Holy Spirit. Even if you are sitting in a better place, stop your avoidance. God might be telling you, hey, go get Mr. Walker. Support Mr. Walker. Well, you know what we say? I need it. God has his timing. Amen? And I believe a lot of people are out there that are supposed to be helping you, or you can help people. And you know what we do? But let me help you out with that. Avoidance is a coping mechanism. It's when the brain, your brain, not your body, your brain, protect itself by using procrastination as a way to avoid situations that feel threatening or evoke difficult emotions associated with the trauma. Okay? Let me break this down, y'all. I'm about to go. We almost done. Okay? No, I don't know. But anyway, ride with me. So you got to think about this. We avoid situations because it feels like a threat or it evokes difficult emotion. That's why we don't want to do nothing. Because we feel threatened or we feel like it's going to bother. That's why people don't want to change, because when they say, oh, you need to deal with this, and the first thing what happens? Your emotions come out. Or your brain's like, oh no, we finna stop doing drugs, we finna lose everything, we about to lose everything, oh no. Your brain goes into shock because you like, soon as I made up, a perfect example, as soon as I made up my mind to say, you know what, hey, I need to get off drugs. You know what my mind said? Man, we can't do that. How we gonna make money every day? How we gonna do this every day? How we gonna do that every day? Because when your mind is, when you're doing something for so long, your mind relies, or your body relies on that chemical, or that fear is a chemical. Let me tell you something. Some people like rage, anger. Some people that's a body thing. That's a mental and a body thing. Some people it feels good. I ain't gonna lie. I'm not boasting. I'm not just sugarcoat. Sometimes when you get angry, especially in the spirit, you get angry in the spirit. That feels good to be angry at the spirit. It feels good to not like something that you're not used to like. Not saying hate something, but just dislike, like sin. When you become right and you come into God, some sin you be like, oh no. Some things agitate you. Like, sometimes I be having my lusted busted moment. I'm like, no man, this is aggravating, this is agitating. These are my invoked difficult emotions. And this is my mind feeling threatened. Okay? So, within yourself, and that could keep me in procrastination. That could keep me saying, you know what? Oh man, I'm too nasty to be with a woman, or I'm not good enough to represent Jesus Christ. And I could be stuck. I'm procrastinating, okay? Not doing what I'm supposed to do, making these videos and moving forward and showing God's light and meeting people, stuff like that. So, yeah, get over your procrastination. All right? And now, I would just say this now, a lot of people with trauma, I'm here to not say, hey, it's okay to be where you're at, what you're doing. No, just understand, I know you've been through some things in life, and this is I'm just showing you the reason why you're not moving. I'm just showing you the reason why you're not experiencing anything in life through these steps and tips. Also then, all right. Another tip that I have is hypervigilance, okay? Hypervigilance can make a person oversensitively to potential threats and constantly on alert. This is hypervigilance can manifest as an ability to concentrate, which can contribute to procrastination. So when you get hyper, you go on alert, okay? You're not thinking right. You oversensitive. Somebody, let me say this. Let me show this. Somebody could say something to you, and you could be doing something good, and you could be going on about your way or doing things positive. I'm not saying personal. I'm just sharing with the world my personal experience. Well, I have relapsed, or I have went back in the box and back into my turtle shell. I'm gonna help somebody with this. The reason why I haven't really developed my life like I used to, the way I'm developing my life now, because somebody could say something to me and I'll be overly sensitive. I'll be overly sensitive, and I would perceive that as a potential threat. And then now I'm on alert. What that does, it stops you. You was doing good, you was doing great, and somebody say, you know what, I'm gonna take your business over, or you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna make it that long, you ain't gonna last forever, or some people can speak to you and it can trigger you. Now, this is for people with trauma, and this is for people that really has understanding mental health issues. That's why be careful, be selective of what you hear, and be careful how you speak to people, and be careful what people say to you, because somebody can say something to you and kick you back off of your put you back in your shell. This is why I'm teaching y'all my classes to have a positive mindset, speak positive to yourself. And today I'm trying to show you why you're not moving forward, because you're being overly sensitive. Okay? And then when you're overly sensitive, you concentrate to a problem that will put you into procrastination. Quit concentrating, quit being overly sensitive. Okay, some people say don't always have to hurt your feelings. All right? Let them say what they got to say. What they used to say back in the day, sticks and stones might break my bones, but your words will never hurt me. What happened to that? Okay, let's go back to that. I'm gonna say that again. Sticks and stones will break my bones, but your words will never hurt me. That's what we used to say back in the day. So that's what we need to get back to. Let's go back to how, I wish we could go back to how we was back in the days. You know how nice life would be? Because y'all girls, y'all females, these millennial women, y'all like, y'all, listen, all the lashes, let me stop. I ain't finna do that because I don't want to traumatize nobody. This is my personal preference. And that's another thing, y'all. Some of y'all personal opinions that you feel personal, you got to be careful because you never know how it can affect another person. I'm talking to people that, you know what I'm saying, that are more educated than a person with trauma, that's more educated than a person on drugs, or that's more educated than a person that's on the street. Because you can say something to a person on the street, you're a bum. They don't need to know that. They already know that. They could have been, that day, they could have been like, you know what? Oh man, I'm finna change my life today, and I'm gonna try to find me a job. Most people that you go to the bath, like me, let me say for instance, if you see me, I used to go bathing. When I was out there on drugs, I was sleeping in my van and doing wrong. I ain't always been right. I was in procrastination book time. I could have been there help myself, but I was choosing to stay in my procrastination. It been days. I say, you know, I gotta change. I ain't got no place to go, but I'm finna go in the Wawa bathroom and wash my butt. I'm finna go to a lake and wash my butt and try to change. And then all of a sudden somebody will come, look at this bum, or you gotta take a bath in the lake. Not knowing that, hey, I'm washing my butt to try to feel better for myself. You ain't offered me no help. Then when you snap it, can you help me? No, we can't help you. Well, leave me alone. When some people snap back at you, you're not helping them, they got a right to say, leave me alone. Leave that person alone. I don't know why I said that. Because you know what you're doing? You're contributing to their procrastination. Everybody needs an encouraging word. Today, my encouraging word to you today is stop procrastinating. Get up and do something. All right, we're almost done. All right, how to overcome procrastination. One, do a task just for a couple minutes, okay? Just do a task for a couple minutes, all right? Another one is start small. Start small and make less daunting. When you start small, it won't be so overwhelming. Also, another one, manage your environment, okay? Get in a comfortable place and minimize your distractions. This will help you focus more. When you have distractions, you can't focus, so you're like, you ain't got no peace. Oh, well, I might as well don't do it. No, find somewhere to get some peace and do it. Another tip is set clear goals. Achieve and set specific goals and deadlines for your tasks. Okay? You could do that. Don't start off big. Just start making one goal. Achieve one goal. Once you achieve one goal, you achieve another. All right? It says, just start. Just start. Start doing something. Start doing something that you want to do. I'm almost done. I started this book. This is my trauma support group management handbook. And I have been, what I'm teaching y'all out this book is going to be a book. Look how much I done finished. And look how much more I got to go. This book is almost done. And I started this book in June. And here it is, August. So what are you saying? June, July, August, September. It took me 4 months to write a mental health book. I'm not even done, but I'm almost done. So what are you saying? Start somewhere. Start for a few minutes just to get it moving, okay? All right, watch this here. Another tip is reward progress. See my reward part? This is reward progress, y'all. This is funny. I'm telling y'all to do something. I'm showing you fruit of it. This is my reward progress. All right? Acknowledge your efforts and progress by rewarding yourself, which will increase motivation. This is motivating me. All right? I'm going to do my book signing. One day, y'all see this book right here? There's going to be a cover to this. I'll be signing signatures to this book. Watch what I tell you. All right? Another tip is create a plan. See? I told you, write a book. I'm going to sign a book signature. That's creating a plan. Get you a vision board. Or write down a goal list. What my goal is. Or write down a goal list. You know what I'm saying? And just take your time on it. Find something to focus on. So create a plan. Make a to-do list. Organize your tasks so you can see what to focus on and when. Okay? This is really good. All right. Another tip that I have is find accountability with a group, schedule a meeting, or talk to people on the phone who share the same goals or to hold you accountable. This is good. All right. Now, if you've been riding with me, this is really, really wonderful. This has been a good class today to help you stop your procrastination. This is the summary or some extra more tips to help you out, because I know I'm giving you a lot. You could take it. If you watch too much in this video, just go back and watch them in increments, okay? Some people could take it in, some people can't. If I'm overloading you, just listen to these tips at the end right now. All right, so this is my summary to help you stop procrastination. Recognize when you are procrastinating, okay? Have self-awareness to address the underlying issue that's having you procrastinate. Because a lot of people that procrastinate, that we have an underlying issue that we haven't dealt with, right? Also, identifying triggers, okay? Identifying triggers like fear or failure, lack of interest, overwhelming, and tasks that can help you develop. Excuse me, hold on, let me slow down. I apologize. So identify triggers like fear, failure, lack of interest, or overwhelming, okay? This can help you develop target strategies to overcome them. So if you just recognize, you identify what's going on, you can target them with strategies to overcome the situation for your procrastination. Another tip before we go, break the cycle when you become aware of your procrastination patterns. Okay, we have procrastination patterns. You can start to actively interrupt them and choose more productive behaviors. So if you understand what you're doing to keep your procrastination, you can break that and step into what you need to do better for yourself, or start to move forward to your goals to achieve whatever you want to achieve. And today, I hope this video helped you out. And thank you for watching Trauma Support Group Management today. And please, stop staying in the pity party pool. Stop saying what you can't do, and start saying what you can do, and stop your procrastination. And thank you for watching today's video.